Alright, let's get it popping. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Truth Podcast. Set up here today. Shout out to my boy Parker Czipar and the Czipar family for hosting this shindig.
Hello.
Today, this is considered my solo podcast for the week, but I got my buddy Parker on. You guys might remember him from episode 2 of the Truth Podcast.
That's
big
crazy.
Throwback shit. That's crazy.
That's
bro.
Iowa City.
Bro, that's nuts. That's like the only time that I ever filmed in that joint, too. First guest on the podcast. Now he's making it back. Who would have thought? 6 months
Comeback
later.
season.
6 months later, though, like, did you think that we would be here?
No.
I didn't
No,
either.
oh God.
I
I didn't even know where I was going to be in like a day.
Bro, and like the funny thing about like me and Parker's situation is like we've become like so close. Like it's like one of my best friends right now. Like, and he talks so much shit, saying like, "Bro, I remember when you DM'd me, saying that I would get you on the podcast." Little does he fucking remember that he DM'd me to get on my podcast. But it's cool, bro. Like,
Hey,
it's
there's
cool.
no proof. My Twitter got deleted.
Wow, he's gonna play that card for the rest of his life, but it's cool. But he just, making these money moves right now and is
Slowly.
making it happen for himself, And we just kind of tag team up on a bunch of projects, as you guys see. We got episode 2 of the little Parker Czipar series coming up here.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
I got a lot of different
Yeah.
things. I just want to make this a lighter note, you know, before we
gonna get into it. But today, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can tell by the title of the podcast, it is going to be me and Parker talking about the creators in Iowa that we really enjoy, and we're basically just gonna like talk about. We both like have a list of people that we mess with, and that we really do enjoy like what they're putting out right now and everything like that. So it's just gonna be like kind of like a little discussion piece. It probably won't be too long, so but we're just gonna dive right into it, talk about some people, let each other know our opinions of them. And then that'll be it for today's podcast. So let's dive right into it. Parker, what you think, bro? Who you want to start with?
Ooh, see, like no matter what order we go into, it's not like
this is not like a list. It's not like 1 through 10 type shit. It's just like we're picking the people that just kind of stick out to us and like we enjoy what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. But Parker. I got Parker Czipar number 1 right now.
Wow,
wow. Yeah, he's the boy.
I'm honored.
He's the boy.
Thank you.
What you think about Parker Czipar, dude?
Kid's a douche.
On God, shit. Be messaging you saying like, "Hey, what you doing? 10:30 at night." It's cool. Who you got?
So let's start it off with the clothing brand. Tyler and Christian.
Yep, boys at DMI Collective coming soon on the podcast. Little do you guys know, bro. I really enjoy This is their 3rd drop now. Really enjoy them, honestly. Like both dudes are super down to earth, and their design is super fire. I've kind of talked to them about doing some collabs and everything else, but what they're putting out right now is super fire. They've got a lot of eyes on them. I think that what they're doing right now and with their marketing schemes and everything else, I think is super perfect. I've kind of run some ideas off of them, and then they need to like reach out to like other brands in the Des Moines area and stuff. Just because it's like DMI Collective,
Yeah, bro.
I think that would be super important for them to like just keep building their brand. But shout out to the boys at DMI Collective. What do you think about them?
Dude, no, I'm gonna be honest. I've never met them.
Really?
But I saw on Twitter that they posted a video where they were in front of the camera and they're like, "Hey, we had to take this break."
Yep.
And then they were just honest, and that's honesty goes a long way because, I went through some things where, I was honest at the time, but then shit just backfired. But they did it, and then they came out with the second order of what they wanted to do because people at their high school, whether it was outside of high school, whether it's in the scene here in Des Moines, people really gravitate towards that, and like we're in an area, especially or at a time where a bunch of these creators in West Des Moines and even in Iowa, it's just like everybody's trying to do something different, you know, and like their product really stood out so far, and I really
and I think
enjoyed
that
it.
it's in the details of the design, the quality of the hoodies and everything else, and like, you know, the colors of the pieces were super dope. I remember them telling me that like the I think it was the blue colorway, like the what is it, like baby blue colorway, it sold like really well for them. Also adding in like the peach, I think it was super dope. Peach, the way that they executed everything,
and even like the vertical lines of how it's very visually appealing.
Yeah, I think that like it definitely was a design that was very aesthetically pleasing, but we like haven't seen any other clothing brand in Iowa do something like that.
Yeah.
If that's like, I think that that's kind of what I think about it. Like, you know, I think that it's not like repetitive, the scene of the clothing brands right now, but like that definitely did, like they separated themselves from it. And it also could be due to like the name of DMI Collective too. I think that, you know, they just have a huge market for it, especially in Des Moines. So I think that those dudes, Tyler, Christian, DMI Collective, you guys are killing it, man. So keep doing your thing. Keep it going. Who you got next, bro?
Let's go to a guy not a lot of people might not know. His name is Ryan. He's in charge of R-Rated Productions. I don't know if you know that.
Yep, I've heard of it.
He does some business videos, and also he does like music videos for different artists. He works with different barbershops and all of that. Like he's very talented, and he's progressing very fast. And I think his content's honestly in the last 3 months has just spiked. And I think he needs to start being in the conversation, or people need to be aware of who Ryan is, because I think Ryan is
What's
very
his Instagram
talented.
too, bro?
It's R-Rated Productions.
R-Rated Productions.
I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Ryan's stuff,
Ryan Witten, shout out to him, man.
Ryan's dope. Ryan's a really good guy.
Yeah. Well, I've seen his work kind of come up on the TL and everything. There's just like so many dudes that like, you know, I just mess with, and you know, it's like it's hard to keep up at this point, because like I think that that's super dope though, that like everybody is trying to, you know, push the envelope and, you know, just try to
we're all pushing each other.
Yeah, it's like it's super dope, and I think that like, you know, nobody really talks shit about each other. Everybody just kind of supports each other. Like, you know, me and Parker just trying to spread some love and, you know, just talk about the creators that we're messing with right now. Yeah, I'm seeing his stuff right now, though, on the gram, and he's got some fire, bro. Fuck with it. Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of, like, underrated creators in Des Moines right now, to be honest.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people that I know, like, are definitely at, like, one of the top tiers, but then, like, there's a lot of dudes that like aren't getting the traction and the engagement that I think that they should be getting.
Yeah.
And I think that one person that sticks out to me is my homie Colton Brittle.
Yeah.
Bro, buddy's killing it. We went to LA together a couple months ago. Absolutely just murdering and crushing the scene. He's doing a lot of like
portraits, right?
Portraits and like underground like projects. Like he did like a wedding I know a couple weeks ago in somebody's backyard. So like he's securing the bag, but it's not on like a level that anybody else is really doing it. And I think that I just admire him for that. Super dope dude. His photos right here, like I know you've probably seen a couple of these.
Yeah, he comes out with the 3 always.
Bro,
and yeah, dude, it's
super
nice.
Super heat. His Instagram handle is c.brittle. If you guys want to check him out. Super dope dude, good friend of mine, and he's absolutely crushing it, man, and he's not getting the traction that I think that he deserves, and I hope that it changes here in a couple of months. But Instagram's got the weird shit with the algorithms now,
dude,
and
I don't
all the technical bullshit, bro. Like,
here's my thing is, I can't wait until they take away likes on Instagram.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, like
I've seen that's in the works, right?
Yeah, because right now I used to be all about it, you know, but now it's just like I don't. A like shouldn't determine what your content's worth
like,
to you.
It's crazy that it does, though, but, like, I think
it's an addiction.
Yeah.
I see, you know, with people like, oh, I got to do something like... I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not saying anybody does this, you know? But, like, if you feel like you need to wake up... I felt like I needed to wake up and, like, post something each day. Like, no, I don't need that void, you know? Like, if you feel like you need that void, just delete the app for a day. Yeah. See how, like, literally just see it, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like I find myself, like, you know, scrolling through Instagram, switching over to Twitter or whatever, and then going back to Instagram, acting like I wasn't just on that shit, you know? It's
Everybody
crazy,
does,
bro. It's crazy how that happens, though. And, like, I don't know. I think that just because somebody doesn't get a lot of likes, I think that like in today's world that does kind of mean like they're underrated in a sense, like, but it shouldn't be based off of like likes and everything like that.
Exactly.
I don't get a ton of likes at all, like shit, but I don't really care. But I'm still doing my thing and trying to perfect my craft, as the kids say nowadays. But I think that it's super important though that like a lot of other people see these people's work, because it does give us a sense of like if somebody else does think it's dope, that just kind of is like an emotional backing of like, hey, shit, they think that shit's dope too. So then it kind of forces you to kind of keep creating and keep kind of pushing the envelope in that sense. But yeah, is there anybody else you got on your list too?
Oh man, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna mix it up instead of a camera person real quick.
Let's get it.
Subtle plug, Lavish. Lavish is creative. I would say creative director. They're all basically creative directors, but camera guy Nim. Nim's really Nim. Not a lot of people know Nim, but a lot of people know Lavish. Nim is kind of he sings and he sings and raps in the group.
Damn.
But he is also one of the most like cinematic people that I've ever watched this stuff. And like
fire.
Lavish, I'm telling you, this summer Lavish they're performing at 8035. Like,
damn.
They're gonna be like, if you're sleeping on Lavish right now.
The boys are killing it over at Lavish. I haven't even met them yet. Shout out to the boys over at Lavish. Hopefully, I'm gonna sit down with the podcast with them soon in the near future.
We gotta bring you to their house. Yeah.
Killing it. I know we visited the house when we went to go shoot for Drip's music video and shit.
But, Drip's music video
coming soon as well.
Yeah, Drip.
Subtle plug.
If you're watching this, just let me know when.
Let me know. Let us know. Like, we would like to know, but it's cool.
We should plug the people that did that to get out of the way.
Oh yeah, bet. We got my boy Sean Creates as well.
And
he's on my list here. What you think about Sean's work right now, bro?
Dude, Sean is the most creative and analytical person. Mm-hmm. It's like two-minded, like, and it's such a good balance, and it works. He's very intuitive about what he does and how he does it, and I think you can't like deny it. Like, you got to respect it, because like he knows. I hate to cuss, but he knows his shit, and how he does it.
And I think he carries himself like so business-like and business savvy. And when we were hanging out that day that we were filming and shit, I was like, bro, like, we were talking about like his LLCs and how he has like this little text reminder when
I was getting notifications.
Like, that's just insane, man. Bro. Like, he's killing it. Like,
and he was goofing around today.
Yeah, but then like he does have like his goofy side too, and I just appreciate like that dudes can have their business mind at one time and then also be about the fun and the play and all that shit. I think that's super important. Being in this industry. We gotta learn how to have fun, but as well as like be serious and get on our work and get on our grind and all that shit, man. And Sean, I kind of consider him like the Drake of the photo scene right now, low key. Like, he's definitely like his moves are very calculated in everything that he does. Like, I know that he doesn't really like post anything on like Twitter or anything. Like, he used to be like very vocal and everything, and like on like social justice issues in high school and everything when I first met him, and now he's just like. Doesn't really do that much anymore because he's trying to just get as many clients as he can, and I think that that's super important that he kind of stays neutral, but he also like isn't afraid to voice his opinion like off camera and off off online and shit. So
but
I think that's super important.
Agree.
Then we got the boys Daniel Campbell, right? And then
we got Daniel Campbell and Sasha. They are, if you haven't checked them out, bro. I guarantee you this, no one in Des Moines has shot a photo like Daniel and Sasha has on that. Basically, the principal building's up in the background, and this man, Sasha, is standing on the ledge of a construction building.
It, honest to God, looks like one of those, like, one of those Instagram
Rory Kramer.
pages. Yeah,
like a Rory Kramer.
It's absolutely insane. I'll probably, like, post a photo of this photo that we're talking about, but... Oh my God, dude! Like, there's nobody in Iowa that I know that's creating something like that right now.
Yeah,
like easily, like that alone just kind of separates them from everybody else in the scene right now. And I think that didn't they scale like one of those
They
wind turbines too?
This man, Sasha, put on a GoPro, climbed up a wind turbine, and stood on top of the wind turbine with just a GoPro.
Bro, how the fuck do you climb a wind
I have
turbine?
no idea. I have no idea.
Absolutely
They are
insane.
small town Iowa kids that
Came out the woodwork, bro.
just basically, yeah, they went to that Red in the City concert, and
Yeah.
that's where I met him. Shout out Brett Schweers for throwing that.
Shout out
But
to the boy Brett.
yeah, dude, they're crazy. They're honestly crazy.
Insane in the membrane.
I think is that everybody? Oh, you were the drone
And then
operator.
me,
You want to talk?
drone operator? You know?
Yeah, Neek. Neek, what do you think about Neek?
Bro, that kid's a bitch too. Man. I don't know about that kid, bro. I don't know. Does a lot of black and white shit. I hear that people think that he's like colorblind too. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's just
Someone's out on
interesting.
Twitter spreading rumors.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but you know, my boy Peter Galecki, shout out to him. Also one of the creators that I fuck with, super dope dude.
Shout
Just
out
did a
Peter.
podcast with him today, so that'll be coming soon as well. But yeah, I remember we were talking when we were all just hanging out one time, and he was like, "Bro, are you colorblind?" I was like, "What do you mean am I colorblind?" And he was like, "Bro, because you only like shoot black and white."
Dude,
photos.
the black and white photos make me feel better when I look at them at night because it like puts me to like sleep. You know, when I'm looking at
Yeah.
your profile. You know, it's like ah.
Well,
you
and
know?
then like, bro, like I was talking with my mom last night, right? Like I was getting ready to go shoot some photos and stuff, and I was like, we had just come from my cousin's grad party, and like she had like a bunch of different like photo guys that shot for her and stuff, but I also shot for her as well.
Yeah.
And she didn't use any of my photos at like her grad party or whatever, which is cool, bro. Like I don't care. You know, she's still my cousin, and like, you know, I love her to death and everything. But it's like the photos that she did use, it was kind of like this particular style. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that you see like all over Instagram, and like the very like bright colors,
Orangey
and,
or like
yeah, the
bluish
orangey
orange.
teals,
Yeah.
and it's got like the what's it called, like the little fade on, and then like
They,
you know,
they take away the shadows.
take
and
away the shadows, and you have
Yep.
like no acne, no like imperfections in your face type of stuff. I think that photography is super dope, right? It's super dope, and I admire everybody that's doing it. But my problem with it
is every
personally
sorority girl does
is
it.
that everybody does it, Parker. It's like, it's super dope though. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't want to be that photographer. I don't want to be that photographer because
Hey.
I want, when you see a black and white photo come up on your TL, you're like, is this Neek? You
It's
know
me.
it's me. You
It's
know it's
me,
me.
yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
versus somebody else that's doing the same type of photography, it's like, damn, like I don't know whose this is. You got to look at the Instagram icon. You got to like go scroll through their stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you see another person and you're like, oh shit, like that's like the same vibe. You know, like I think it's super dope though, but it's like for me personally, I want to be me. I want to be Neek. I want to like do my own shit. So like, you know, if you guys hire me for your photographer or whatever, know that you guys are going to get my vision of like what I think is visually appealing. So please look at my portfolio before you decide to hire me. Otherwise, I can
Please hire him.
I can get you a homie that will deliver you the sorority girl care package. So check it out. But anyways, moving on from myself, that boy Neek, fucking bitch. It's cool. But who else you got, bro?
I'm gonna go with this one on a duo, even though they've never worked together.
Yep.
When I first started, Matthew Shia and Will Sison.
Yep.
Basically, Matthew is gonna be a sophomore now at the University of Iowa.
Oh, he's gonna be a sophomore.
Yeah,
I thought he
and-
was a sophomore.
No, he was a freshman this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now what we're gonna do is Matthew is he led the campaign for the winning campaign for the student government.
Yep.
And
the
he
Ignite
did all the
Iowa
videos.
and all that
Yep.
stuff. Mhm.
And Will, right now, he just shot. I think he's going to be shooting the Little Dirt concert. That's coming to Des Moines, and then also he's just done a lot of different like company works, and he's out in Seattle, fucking California. Like he's like everywhere. But those two have like really like helped me. So those guys, you guys gotta check their stuff
Yeah,
out. Like
it's super dope, bro. And like I remember Will was the one that shot that slow-mo video of you, right?
Yeah, the one that
At
the one where my
505
tripod
Live.
or my not my tripod,
You're like,
my tricep looked like a baby horse leg.
And you had the little LeBron jersey on too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go crazy. That was dope. That was super dope. Yeah, and I think he just like followed me on Instagram or something. He was like, "Bro, I thought we followed each other," but and I was like, "Bro, it's cool, man." And then we just ended up following each other. So super dope, dude. And then obviously the boy Matthew, killing it right now. You know, bro, that hyperlapse that he posted like a couple weeks ago.
Colorado.
Yeah, that was super fire. He's
He's just experimenting, dude.
Bro,
he's doing
he
like
is.
3D photos. He's doing animated GIFs. His video work is just getting better and better and better,
Yeah.
you know, and he's getting more comfortable. I wouldn't be surprised if a business
Hits
within
him
the
up
next
for
2
some
years hits
shit.
him up, or right out of college. He's
Bro, easily.
oh God.
We got
Oh no.
Parker's sister, Ashley Cyper, in the cut right now.
Oh.
Just chilling. It's cool. You want to say hi to the viewers, actually?
Sure.
Just get it. It's
It's
right
right.
there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Sketch. Hi.
That's Ashley. Shout out to her. But next in the cut, we have. I'm gonna talk about my boy. Anthony Arroyo, killing the game. Obviously, dude's got a lot of Twitter traction right now. Actually,
Yeah.
like he posted a picture of me yesterday. I don't know if you saw it.
Caption this.
Yeah, bro, that shit was hilarious, dude. I'm hoping that.
I was trying to think of one, but I couldn't think of one, so I
Yeah.
had to quote it.
Bro, super funny. Like, saw him at the farmer's market yesterday.
I should have gone to the farmer's market.
Bro,
I'm
you
going next
should've.
week.
You should have. I'll be there.
I'll
Come
be there
by,
with all my
check it out.
girlfriends.
Oh, go crazy. Go
I'm
crazy.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Spreading the
no,
clout.
no,
spreading the clout.
no. We don't got no girlfriends.
Yeah, just one. Psych.
It's like
Psych.
side piece.
Psych Cyper.
What?
Oh, go crazy. Nah, but shout out to the boy Anthony Arroyo though. Super dope dude, man, and I really just enjoy like his friendship. Not only that, but like his photography right now is just murdering it, bro. Like he's definitely. I remember when he first started, he kind of did more of the what was it, like landscapes and like a lot of that type of stuff. And now he's like done a lot with portraits and everything.
And he photoshops the things too,
Bro,
with the levitate things
yeah,
on the
levitation
side.
stuff.
Those are sick.
Super crazy.
My favorite one's the tree one with that one guy where he's on the tree. It was like his first one that he did.
Yeah, that
Favorite
was super
one.
fire. That was super fire. Yeah, and then I was featured up in his next one.
On the
That was
wall.
super fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like walking up the little garage. That was dope. And then like he just has like a way with like angles, bro. Like I remember we were at Shoot the Shit. Shout out to the boys, Borg and Mike Pham as well. We're gonna dive into those dudes later. But basically, like he had me like we were by this. It was like a bulldozer, right? And then so there was this girl. She was like sitting up on top of it, and then he was like, "Yo, Neek, come over here and like raise your hand up." And I was like, "Okay." And then so I raise my hand up, and he gets a shadow of my hand, and then the girl's face is in the middle of my like palm, bro. I don't know how Buddy pictured this, but it was insane, bro. I'll have to find the photo, but dude, just nuts. Like
I don't think
thinking
I've
of those
seen that.
angles, bro. Oh my god, Parker, like you're gonna like flip out when you see this, bro. But like, dude just has the angles like that. I don't know.
It's all about the eye. People think it's about the camera. F no, it's not about the freaking
It's
camera.
Not even close.
I've been shooting on the
bro.
same camera since I started,
bro.
even though I haven't really shot that much anymore.
Shooting on Nikon still.
Yeah, I am. Bro,
Damn.
shout out to the Nikon gang though. On God, like people sleep on it. If you get comfortable with any camera that you have, and then you start realizing that you can save a little bit of bread to invest in yourself.
Bro, why do you feel like Nikon gets such a bad rep? Though?
Hey, Nikon's new camera with the mirrorless lens is about to take over.
I heard about that.
It's going to
actually.
take over.
heard
And
about
I'm
that.
calling it right now. We can talk about Antonio later, too. But Antonio was telling me and you about that because Antonio works at Best Buy.
Yep.
But yeah, dude.
Bro, yeah, hold up. Let me show you this photo real quick. I'm like spamming through my little Instagram story. Oh, what the hell?
Behind we have a music videos,
Just
the music
running.
videos. But you guys Can't really see it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool though. I hope.
Bro, like, look.
Okay, that's
like,
ridiculous.
What? I'll post it on the screen right now for you guys to see about that photo that I was talking about with Anthony. But, dude, like, these angles that this man is able to accomplish are just absolutely insane. Shout out to the boy Anthony Arroyo, just killing the game right now. But what we were talking about Antonio. That man is killing it not only on the photo scene, but dude can paint. But he's dabbling.
He can draw too,
yeah,
dude.
He can draw. He can. Like, I feel like he's got everything under the sun almost fucking mastered at this point. And I don't know, man. I'm super excited to see what he keeps coming out with, honestly.
I think there's not enough people now that I'm not very knowledgeable in the draw scene here in Des Moines, but I feel like each artist that draws kind of keeps to themselves. Maybe I don't have enough knowledge about it.
Yeah.
But like I would say that if us creators started looking at different forms of art, you know, and not just photography, and not just videography, or not just cover arts, or not just graphic design, or not just, you know, like music. Like if we expand it to like, I would even consider graffiti. Like there's some people that are even like clothing lines. Like look at their art. Like
I think that there's just so much potential, and I think that that's something that I try to do at least on like Instagram is like follow people from like different mediums and not only just strictly photography, because like, you know, if I look at a graphic design piece and it's like sticking out to me and I'm like, holy shit, like this is so fire.
Yeah.
And like it makes me want to incorporate that design into shooting photos or videos or whatever the case is, you know. And I think that just kind of, it makes your eyes differently if you're looking at different forms of art.
Yeah.
And like something with drawing, it's like you could literally like, it's basically like photography, but you're drawing it out. Yeah. Basically, that's basically how I think of it. And you know, you could like do some absurd angles with the drawing. You just gotta have the mindset of what you're drawing. And
I don't even know how to go about
I don't even know how to go about it either. I'm still drawing stick figures sometimes, but you know, it's cool. But shout out to the man Antonio. Is it Lara? Antonio Lara.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But super dope, dude, man. I'm super excited to see what he's got going on next.
Let's look
too.
at the list. You got anybody?
I was gonna talk about my boy Aaron Da. I don't know if you know him. I think we talked very shortly, but it's this kid right here. He started this new clothing company called SGNT Clothing. It's called Spitting Game Not Talking.
I did see boys wearing that. Okay.
Yeah, super dope design too. This is the back print of it, Parker. Super dope design. I'm super excited for my hoodie to get in. But he just made his first drop with that, and now he has been doing photography and videography for a while. He does like a lot with like artists and stuff. I know he shot for the boy Ritz. He shot. Let me see here. I'm just like going through his stuff. He's got Lob songs on here. He's got like a lot of different like portrait photography here, and like, dude is super dope, super down to earth guy too. And like he shot for Tory Lanez, it looks like right here. So you know, and that was like last summer. That was like last summer. So, but yeah, I'm planning on getting Aaron on the podcast as well to get his story out to the world and everything. So my boy Aaron, shout out to him, super dope. Definitely branching out into the clothing realm now. It's kind of like his new business venture. So I'm super excited to see where he's gonna take that with too for his like next designs and everything. Well, I'm not gonna talk about that, but go crazy. Parker is not doing anything crazy right now, just so the viewers know. But next, I'm gonna talk about my boy Riz. Shout out to him. Just started a clothing brand named Full Moon with my homies Borg and him. And yeah, dude, Riz has also been modeling for a while.
Why is everybody tweeting members only?
I think it's we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
I'm so confused.
We'll talk about
Brandon
that later.
Bear and Borg. You
Bro.
guys gotta
I'll let you in after the podcast. I'll let you in after
Never
the
mind.
podcast.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yep. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. You guys will learn. Borg kind of getting the lowdown just
Borg,
a little bit.
Borg, it's working because obviously I saw it and then I saw others tweet. I was
Shout out to the boys, Brandon Bear in Borgology as well. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, man, Riz, man, dude is crushing it with the clothing company right now. Dude, like,
he's just creative. You get when you meet him, you just get a genuine creative.
Man's got a fucking head tat now, dude. Like, just insane, man. If you don't even realize that this man is like a creative being or a creative soul, you're obviously like blind in a sense. But the dude is super talented, and something about the way that he models and everything. I still got to edit my photos from Shoot the Shit and send them to him. He just hit me up like last week. So Riz, they're coming. I promise. I'm just like super lazy, obviously, but finishing up a college this week, so that's the next step. Well, finished up a sophomore year of college, I should say. Got another year. That'll be another episode of the podcast, but. Yeah, super dope dude, my boy Riz. I don't know if you got anything to say on him too.
I met him once and he seems really dope.
Super dope guy.
Really dope guy. And then we've been DMing back and forth, and he wants to. I'll shut. Never mind. Can't talk about it.
It's in the works, ladies and gentlemen. We'll touch on it later. But somebody else that I want to bring up is the boy Dan Visuals.
Yes.
Young prodigy.
Freaking
not even
killing it.
High school right now.
If you guys are sleeping on Dan, you guys are sleeping on the worst mistake of your freaking lives.
Yeah.
Because Dan,
bro,
I would say Dan and Matthew are probably gonna in the short amount of time that they've had, like they're just gonna like. I'm telling you,
keep sleeping on it if y'all want to, but
the coloring,
just know.
Like the coloring has gotten better with Dan. Like literally every single aspect of every little details, which I started to notice, is he's trying new things. He's doing different things. You know, he's the coloring of each shot, the cinematic like angles of the shots. Like it's just getting better.
Bro, when we went to the barn shoot and he came out and threw the fucking edits into our group chat, I was like, what?
I know.
Made me want to throw away my camera, to be honest. But geez, shout out to the boy Dan Visuals. And Buddy's been killing it on tour with the man Montana 300 and is killing the little Instagram videos right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know
how to,
I don't even know how to freaking edit like that, like the squares and shit. I've never even touched that. So
really,
Dan, I'm gonna need like a class from you. So just bang my line and we can make that happen. But also, Dan, I'm gonna get you on the podcast here in a little bit before you guys go on tour again or whatever you guys got going on. Peter was just giving me the lowdown earlier, but also shout out to the man Peter and Privilege Media.
Media. We talked about Antonio.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about Chris Leisure then.
Chris Leisure, killing it. Met Buddy one time and made a good connection with him.
He's the homie.
Dude, Chris Leisure, man. This kid is absolutely crushing it in the Iowa City scene specifically. There's not a lot of... We don't have a lot of homies like that are crushing it in that side of the state.
So yeah, what I would say is you have people that are trying to do like portrait photography. It's like in Iowa City, people for portrait photography is like Elena. You know, like Elena's really good at portrait.
Elena too. She is killing it. I'm hoping to get her on a podcast too, but she's getting ready to go to like Hawaii.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. My boy Mike is getting ready to shoot with her in like 2 days actually. So shout out to the boys.
You might have to hit her up.
On God, I was trying to make it happen, but I got work and other commitments and shit. It's
true.
So it'll happen when it needs to happen. So shout out to Elena as well. Super dope.
Anyways, portrait photography, and then like Chris is like doing like concert photography.
Yeah.
You know, and like I met Chris at Grant's show.
Yep.
And then
was that in Iowa City?
No, that was in Des Moines.
Wow, so he's been traveling.
Yeah, he's
around
been. Dude, he goes to like.
I know he goes to Chicago.
Yeah, he goes to Chicago, Minneapolis, Kansas City.
Damn.
Like he's really hustling, and like he works with ESD Studios right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna speak on ESD Studios on my end, but he's getting his bag.
Yeah.
You know, like he's in his bag right now, and he's making a pretty decent amount of money with it, and like he's gaining more responsibility, and he basically approached me about like different ideas about like studio spaces and all that, but like dude's really smart and he knows what he's doing. And if you guys are ever at a concert, like any local concert, anything like that, and you need someone to take photos that are gonna be good, and somebody that's been doing it now for about a year and a half, a year and a half, just concert photography, that's the guy.
Chris Leisure is the man to hit up for that shit. He's killing it. And he's super dope too, man. Like, he's like a good friend to just have. Like, I think that like there's some photographers, that like, they don't really have like a social being. But like Chris does like have that though, like, and I think that that's super important to do that, because he's like good at networking and he's good at like making these genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
Versus like somebody that just goes and takes photos and then just leaves. It's like you're not getting any new clientele or anything like that. But super important to do that. Shout out to the man Chris Leisure, as always. Shout out to the man. Somebody that I want to bring up too is my boy Jay Foster. Killing it. Just started his new clothing company / media printing company called Lamont Media. Dude, killing it with the koi fish, bro.
Dude, no, yeah. I was looking at he posted on a story like with Sean and Endy Productions, and then I was like, dude, this is I was like, this is raw.
Oh, God.
Like, the prints are looking.
Yep. Because he hit me up, too, because he was like, yo, I want you to send over your logo for 2220 and shit. And I was like, bro, bet it's going to happen. Everything's going to be cool. So I'm still waiting for that collab. Jay Sean, sorry. Too many Seans that I
Too many
right
Seans
now,
that we know.
But Jay Sean, I'm still going to need that collab, my brother. So hit me up for that. I would love to collaborate with you. But yeah, bro, he's killing it. Even doing some photography with it. He's super good at painting. I don't know if you knew that. But he used to like do that in high school when he had like his clothing brand called Untitled, which I believe is not in existence anymore, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, super dope guy, man, and he's just getting in his bag. He's super underrated in my opinion too. Like, he definitely should be deserving a lot more traction as well. But it's not the way that the cookie crumbles all the time. But stay in your bag, Jay Sean. People are gonna be watching you, my friend. So
I'm always watching.
Keep it going, man. Let's see. Who else do I got here? The boys over at UVT. You want to talk about the UVT boys?
UVT game.
I don't even need to talk about these kids, but they are absolutely crushing it. Where are they at right now?
They were in West Illinois.
West Illinois?
Yeah, I think it was like
It looked like they were on fucking spring break type deal this weekend. They're
hey,
crazy.
If you haven't copped it, make sure you get Vin's album. Make sure you get Fly's album. Make sure you get Uno's album. Make sure you get Ace's album.
Yep. You
got to check these projects out because they are good. And Ace just came out with the music video Bricks, that Nim shot that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, they when I first met them, it was actually in this basement. And then we shot, when we were going to be doing that doc, we shot a little teaser here, and it was on December 23rd, and my parents were having a Christmas party upstairs.
Dead ass.
Peter and Dan were here. Yeah.
Damn, that was even before I was even on the project. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the UVT boys are absolutely crushing it. They just started the UVT Tuesdays on Snapchat a couple weeks ago. They've been having the UVT like cookies and shit.
Yeah, I never got one.
I never got one either, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but it's cool. It's all love though. But super dope dudes, man. I think that they just add like a different dynamic in the music scene, and like, just having all of their different personalities intertwined in one group, unmatched. So
and the cool part is they're not selfish.
Yeah, it's all like a brotherhood over there.
It is.
I talked about that. I think they were, I don't know what guest number they were, but go back and check out Family is Everything, I believe is the name of the podcast.
That's when we set that.
Yep, and Parker co-produced that. Shout out to him. But
that's when we talked about Baby Braun, Vince
kid.
Yeah,
Baby Braun, little Zion Williamson out here.
But
that shit's funny.
I'm gonna make a transition real quick.
Yeah, let's get it.
Alex J or A Jug or what is it?
A Juggy.
A Juggy. He gave his first print to Ace. I don't know if you saw that. If you haven't checked out Alex's stuff, it's really progressing.
Super dope.
It's really progressing, guys, and his photos are just getting a lot better. Like I'm being, and I've seen him at different venues, and he's one of the most genuine guys. He was at Shoot the Shit, and he said that he came up to you. He came up to me too, took a photo of Borg and I, and like,
bro, super dope guy, man. Like, I'm excited to do a podcast with him here in the near future. I just reached out to him because he like posted it on his Instagram story. So, I appreciate the homies and everybody that just shares out my work and everything else. So, I like to give back as much as I can to the homies that do that. Super dope guy, man. Got to touch on the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Pham. Got to do it. Bro, I don't even want to really get into this. My man Mike knows how I feel about him. He's putting out the most heat in Des Moines basically right now. He's like getting views on like a national scale at this point. King of networking in my sense. Dude, like just crushing it. And he's always like redeveloping his style.
He's redeveloping yeah.
Like
I'd
it's
agree, yeah.
always changing. Like I'm like, bro, his stuff a year ago was like hottest in Iowa. Now it's like, what?
Bro.
I didn't even think he could get better, but like it's insane.
Mike, from my perspective, when you come out with different photos and I see you redevelop this style and then they come out about a week later, I see, I'm not going to name names because we haven't talked about it, but I see, I feel like everybody in the scene knows, but like people are trying to not copy your style because we live in Iowa, and like Sean and us have talked about it where how we need to stop copying each other's styles and like all that. And I think there's a boundary, Yeah. But Mike, you are like one of the forefront people where people look at your stuff and they're like, Mike's on this, and then they're like, oh my God, I gotta do this. But Mike, just keep doing what you're doing. You're on top of the ball,
dude,
like every time.
Yeah. Well, and I think that if people are copying your work, that's in my sense. I've talked to Mike about this too. Like, I think that it's almost like flattering in a sense because it's like shit, bro. Like, if you want to copy my photo, go ahead, friend. Like, do your dance. But I think that there should be a balance of it too, where like you shouldn't be trying to copy somebody's style because that's not yours. You should try to create your own style, and that's what I would push everybody that's in the creative scene, just to find your own niche and find your own style. Just try everything at first. That's what I've done. That's what I know Mike did. I remember Mike, he had this one concept. I was looking on his Facebook page before I did a podcast with him. He went downtown to the bars, like down in the what is it, like 4th and Court, like that area, and basically like he stood outside of the bars like on a Saturday night or whatever, and he got just anybody that walked by him to just come and take a photo. And it was like 100, I think it was called like 100 strangers, shooting 100 strangers in an hour or some shit like that.
That's dope.
It was super dope though, like a super dope concept. So you just see a bunch of random people in this one Facebook album, and it's just all different pictures and them like posing like and what they're feeling and stuff. I thought it was a super dope concept.
That is dope.
So, and that was like even before Mike, I think, was technically taking it seriously, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And he said that he didn't even like get a camera, like his own camera, until like 2 years ago.
Really?
So yeah, super dope. If you guys haven't checked out that podcast as well, definitely check it out. This is like a huge fucking plug for all my other podcasts, but it's cool. It's cool. Also, touching on one of the other forefronters in the scene right now, my man's Borgology. Oh my goodness. Dude, killing it on the graphic designs, killing it on the photography, videography. Do I need to even go on anymore?
I mean,
like,
you can keep going. I mean,
dude, like
he's just, he does everything.
Dude, like,
and he's good.
He's so dynamic, and like he just started the clothing brand with my boy Riz as well. I don't think a lot of people actually know that. Actually, that he's the other member of the Full Moon team. Dude is absolutely crushing it with the graphics and everything else. I think he just had like a graphic design like contest or something. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to ask him.
Is that the art center?
Yeah, the next time we sit down, I'm gonna have to ask him about the details. But congratulations on that, Borg. I hope that went well for you, brother. Super dope guy. That's my fucking dog, man. So
that's my dog.
That's my dog. And members only coming soon. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Shout out. That's a good transition to the boy Brandon Bear worldwide. Not even in Iowa right now. Mans is out in California. Just absolutely crushing it. Dude just has like, I wouldn't even consider him like a photographer, man. Like he's a very creative being. And there's something about like his aesthetic and everything just about the guy, man. And who would have thought like a kid from fucking Norwalk, Iowa, just comes out and does his thing and moves off and
Well, he's been working with. Do you know Alex Fell?
Yep, Alex Fell. Mm-hmm.
Alex Fell's been doing that too with him, and I think both of them are.
I think it's a good team, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good team, and I'm hoping that. Shout out to the man Brandon Bear. Absolutely, like he was one of the people that kind of started this huge wave of creativity in the scene back when him, my boy Sekou, and Borgology dropped Brandon Bear's AV Club back, like I think it's a year ago this week, actually, if I'm not mistaken. AV Club was like definitely one of the interviews that like kind of changed the game, and it kind of got a lot of people looking at other artists and everything. So
that's facts.
I'm hoping one day to get Brandon back onto the podcast and everything. We've kind of talked here in the past couple of months. So, but Mans is traveling all the time. Like he just went to like fucking Australia, like over winter break and shit. I talked to him over winter break, but I haven't really seen or heard from the kid in a long time now. But super dope dude, man. His aesthetic is unmatched. He's actually doing some work for the Human team with their website and stuff too, right? And he's very like
per source.
Yeah, he's very like just business savvy in that sense. Like he's always just hustling and making some type of money, and I just admire that out of the kid. Super dope guy. Who else do we got here? I want to talk about my cousin Eli Fox. He's killing the game right now. I don't even know if you know Eli actually.
So before I started shooting or doing this stuff, Grant had Eli shoot his stuff before him, and then Eli kind of moved on to different stuff.
Yep.
And then Grant was looking for somebody, and I was next up, so I had to follow Eli as a brand new person. And I was like, this is not fair. Yeah,
that's my fucking cousin, man, and dude is just killing it with the portraits. He's working for DSM Brew right now, doing a lot of the behind the scenes like coffee work and all that stuff for DSM Brew with their video side of things and their social media stuff. So he's killing it. He definitely shows love to me and is always trying to get me in on projects and stuff. So I just appreciate that. Shout out to Eli, killing it. Is there anybody else that you got to talk about too, man? Think that
if I didn't mention you, it doesn't mean that I don't fuck with your shit. It's just that
we
literally had to make a list, and we literally like looked back and forth. We're like,
bro.
We were just like, it took us like maybe like 10 minutes. We're like, dude, what about this guy? What about this guy?
Yeah. Well, and like shout out to all the female creators too. I think that the female creators don't get enough attention as it is in the scene, honestly. I know that my homie Maddie, who is it? Maddie Cox. She goes by Maddie's son on Twitter and social media. She's killing it right now with the modeling, and she's getting ready to drop, I think, some reusable bags or something like that. So I'm super dope. I'm super looking forward to that. Shout out to Colo Chanel as well, killing it with the videos and the music scene right now. So there are a lot of creators. I know we touched on Elena as well. Then there are a ton of other, like, I think that there's a lot of females in like the poetry side of things, like my homie Jaleisha Johnson, super dope writer, and is just killing it. So I think that if you're a female creator and you're watching this, just know that we look out at you guys too. But there's a lot of heat going on right now.
It's like a year ago to now. It's just like maybe we didn't know the people in it, but then once you're in it, then you get deeper. And then you start seeing, oh, this guy's from this place, this guy's from this place. I want to shoot with this guy, and this guy or this girl.
Well, and then I think that it's like there are just so many photographers too, and I mainly surround myself with guy photographers too. Like that's just the core group that I hang around is like my boy Mike, you, shout out to the boy Jared, Brett, you know, like all the guys. But it's just like that's just who I hang around, you know. And I think that now there are just so many photographers and so many videographers and creatives, and it's like I can't even keep up right now. I need everybody down below in the comments. If we missed you, please comment your @name, because I would love to check your stuff out, and know that if you weren't in this podcast that we don't think anything less of you, because your stuff is absolutely dope too. So we're super excited to work with absolutely everybody. I'd love to work with everybody, and please hit me up if you guys want to be on the podcast as well. And yeah, that's been kind of this episode, just talking about the creators in Des Moines. We kind of just wanted to give back and talk about the homies and everything else. Parker, is there anything you got to say to the people before we get out of here?
Never mind. I'm not gonna say
Never mind. Shout out to the boy Jared Fisher as well. That's the homie.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention
Brett Miller.
Miller's killing it with fucking Human right now.
Some shit's gonna be popping off there soon.
Dude is getting ready to work with Ransom clothing right now too. Just killing it, man. So
if you guys don't know who Ransom is, you guys got to look him up and see.
I'll let y'all
hip-hop.
put up on game right there. But yeah, down below in the comments, definitely tag me and Parker on social media. And
let us know
who we missed, because we would love to make a part 2 to this joint and
oh yeah, dude, 100%.
Keep some new people, because I think that you did bring up like a good point. Like I think that once we kind of get into, like, I feel like I'm into my own lane right now. Like I'm just kind of like staying with the tunnel vision, you know. But I also
head down, keep hustling.
but I also just kind of like share love to the homies, like the close homies that like I talk to on like a daily basis, versus like, you know, just on Instagram and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I think that, you know, the Instagram stuff is super dope, but like, you know, when you can actually make like a personal connection with somebody, it's just that much more sweeter. So
that's big facts.
And if you guys want to meet up, man, me and Parker would love to meet up with you guys, talk about life and, you know, other stuff like besides like cameras and content creation and stuff, man, because we love all the creators here, and that's basically it, everybody. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say.
Yep. So, my name is Neek Robinson. This is Parker Czipar over here. This has been another episode of the Truth Podcast. Hope you guys like this one. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.